Hello, it's Curls from Curls Cozy Gaming. I'm back with a new Mira Crown video for version 1.4 running from March 25th to April 8th. This season was definitely interesting to get through. I wasn't expecting the last two rounds to have those specific type of requirements. Depending on how long you've been playing infinitynikki, this season isn't necessarily difficult to pass, but it can be resource intensive. Also, I've made some changes to how I share the final scores for each round. Since I can't always keep up with the exact numbers, I'll either have the precise scoring or include a disclaimer with a rough estimate to avoid giving incorrect thresholds. With that said, let's jump into the new Pinnacle Contest. Alright, I have completed Mira Crown. I got 24 out of 24 and wow, this one is a doozy. It really is. So let's take a look at the effects first. So for this season, we have a plus 15% to our glowed up pieces towards our score. So that's all your glow up pieces. Fun. You'll get to see why later. So this is my Heart Infinity bonuses. And I do have flat notes for elegant, only plus 40. You most likely won't need it for this season. I only have it because of previous styling challenges. So let us get started with round one. For round one, it is asking for elegant. So I already have my recommended outfit on. I already hit the recommend here, and I am using the Rosa outfit. This is a free outfit you can get pretty much after you complete the main story towards the end of chapter 8 if I remember correctly. This is Wishfield Rosa, but if you are a newer player you can use Wind of Purity. This is what you get pretty much early on in the game. And then moving on, I am just going to remove my Eureka since my clothing pieces are glowed up pretty much, and it's not really going to help you, but it's going to help me later to figure out the threshold for the scoring. So hopefully it doesn't go too fast for me, but I can always look at it later. In order to get a perfect clear, you need a total of 24,046. For round 2, it is asking for sweet. So I already have my recommended pieces on. There are plenty of sweet outfits in this game that you can get for free. For example, Crystal Poems, if you happen to pull that on the permanent banner. Rebirth Wish, this is from Kilo, is the first set of sketches you can get from him. Bye Bye Dust, this is the animal grooming outfit. We have Bubbly Voyage, this is the floating outfit. We have Sweet Jazz Nights, this is what you can get in the permanent banner as well. Afternoon Shine, this is the bug catching outfit. Starlit Burst, this is the shrinking ability outfit. And Sympathy of Strings, this is the violence outfit. A lot of these you can get through the main story or the permanent banner. There's plenty more, but those are the main ones that I have recommended through the theme. And I'm just going to remove my Rikas for this round as well, since this is an early round, easy pass for me, and I believe most of my pieces are glowed up. In order to get a perfect clear, you need a total of 35,500. That is a rough estimate. For round 3, it's asking for sexy. Sorry, hit the recommend button, and this is what it has recommended me, a mixture of different pieces from different suits. But for your free outfit, you have the Star Wish Echoes. This is the last set of sketches that you can get from Kilo. It costs a lot of dues, and it might take a little while to make if you are a new player. But this is your best option since there is not a lot of free to play outfits out there for sexy. And the other one I do not have that is from the permanent banner. It is the 5-star sexy one. I'm just gonna remove my Arikas as well, since this is an early round for me. In order to get a perfect clear, you need a total of 29,495. For round 4, it is asking for cool and elegant. So for my recommended is using a mixture of different pieces from gacha and for free to play. Mostly it is my gacha of my moments capture, but there is a decent amount of cool outfits you can use, like the fiery glow that you can get from Fireworks Isle. Rippling Serenity, this is the fishing ability outfit. We have Fully Charged, this is the electrician outfit. And then for elegant, you can mix in Wishful Rosa and Wind of Purity. However, my two free to play items, I have this Raging Boldy top. You can get this sketch from fighting the first Boldy boss in the main story. And then the second one is the Endless Hug. You can get the sketch from defeating the cage bird. It's in the middle of the main story. And for this one, I believe I can remove my Arikas. In order to get a perfect clear, you need a total of 42,100. That is a rough estimate. For round 5, it is asking for fresh and romance. And in order to get the 3rd star for this round, you need to wear more than 2 fresh and romance pieces in order to clear. So for my recommended, it has me wearing a lot of pieces from gachas like the permanent banner and the limited banner. So I have the Dance Till Dawn. I have some of those pieces on here since I had to use this for previous styling challenges. And I also am using the Forest Fluttering. This is from the permanent banner. But other free to play fresh outfits you can use is Silver Gale's Aria, Floral Memory, and Hometown Breeze. However, for mixing in romance, you can use Wind of Purity. This is an elegant suit, but it does have a secondary tag for romance. So most of my pieces in my main area, they are glowed up, so I am just going to skip through that and move on to accessories. So right here, it's completely different. This is Starlit Dreams. This is from the Blossoming Stars suit. It has a fresh tag with secondary tags for pastoral and romance. So if you pulled on the permanent banner and you have most of these pieces, or you have the complete suit, this will be your best bet in order to pass this round. So I have the hair accessory for it, as well as the headwear bloomed together. I also have the necklace, Blossom Promenade. And then for my bracelet, this is Distant Twinkle. And for the last piece that it has recommended me is Joyful Adornment. This was from a 4-star banner that was for a limited time. However, as you saw, most of my accessories, or actually all my accessories, they are level 0. My main pieces are carrying me in this round, and so are my Rikas, so I am going to keep those on. So for my Rikas, I have the rainbow for the head, the hands, and I am using the Moonlit Ode feet since I believe the feet for rainbow isn't as good when it comes to scoring. Yeah, it has like 100 point difference on it. You most likely won't need the Moonlit Ode for this round, so you can just keep with the rainbow set if that's what you have to work with. And we'll just take a quick look at my score details. As you can see, my accessories were really lacking since all of them were level 0, but everything else was glowed up, so this has helped me towards the total score of 78,250. In order to get a perfect clear, you need a total of 58,834. For round 6, it is asking for sweet and retro, but in order to get the 3rd star for this round, you have to wear more than 4 sweet and retro pieces in order to clear. For this round, I am not going to use the recommended since it is going to recommend me Timeless Melody along with Rebirth Wish, and I was able to pass with just Rebirth Wish and adding on to my accessories, which I will do. You can get this sketch set from Kilo. It is one of the first sketches you can get from him. But other sweet options for mixing and matching is Crystal Pumps from the Permanent banner, Bye Bye Dust, Bubbly Voyage, Sweet Jazz Nights, this is from the Permanent banner, Afternoon Shine, Scarlet Burst, and Symphony of Strings, just to name off a few because there is plenty of sweet suits that you can get for free. And your best bet to mix and match will be the Rebirth Wish because its main attribute is sweet and the secondary tag is retro. Your retro tag is going to come in handy for that bonus. So that is why I'm wearing the complete suit of Rebirth Wish. But my main pieces are glowed up, so we got the hair, dress, jacket, socks, and shoes. For my accessories, I have the hair accessory at level 10. The hat is glowed up. My earrings are at level 0, and I just need to add 2 more items, so let me do that. So for my 2 extra pieces, I went with Tracing Soundtracks. This is from the Timeless Melody suit, the 5-star lemon suit that was from last patch. This is glowed up. And for my last item, I went with Embracing Vines. This is from the Blooming Dreams 5-star suit. This was from one of the first 5-star banners on release. So this is glowed up. My Arikas, I am using Afterglow for the head, hands, and we're using First Snow for the feet. They are all level 10. And then just a quick look at my score details. Not too bad. I came up with a total score of 92,993. In order to get a perfect clear, you need a total of 77,013. Alright, we are at round 7, and this is where the fun or the horror begins. So you'll need sexy and fresh for this round, but in order to get the 3rd star, you need to wear a complete glowed up sexy outfit in order to clear. So I did use the recommend for this round since it's just easier to have it all put on for me. And it is using a mixture of Star Wish Echoes and my Forest Fluttering outfit. If you've been a long time player, you'll know that there isn't a lot of free to play options when it comes to sexy suits. Your best bet, like me, is the Star Wish Echoes that you can get from Kilo. It is gonna take a while to get most of the dues for this since this is the 3rd set that you can get from him, and it does cost a lot of dues and it'll take a little while to craft. But if you happen to pull on the permit banner, you can use that 5-star sexy suit there. However, that is going to cost a lot since you have to glow up the outfit completely, like every single piece. However, for mixing in pieces for the Star Wish Echoes, you have 2 extra slots. So you can use Silvergale's Aria, Forest Fluttering like I have, Flora Memory, even though this might not be the best option when it comes to the scoring. I would highly recommend Hometown Breeze instead since this is a lot better. I'm not going to do a rundown of all the pieces since every single of my pieces is glowed up. So we are just going to move on to the Rikas. So I have finally gotten the complete set of Misty Waves. So I got it for the head, hands, and feet. I think it was the feet that was missing and it took a while to get at least 1 copy of it. So these are all level 10. Yeah, just a little over. So my total score came to 95,283. The scoring for my bars could probably do a lot better if I had that 5-star outfit from the permit banner, but since I don't, this is the best I can do. In order to get a perfect clear, you need a total of 92,809. And for our last round, it is asking for elegant, cool, and playful, and it is also asking for another complete outfit that is glowed up that is for elegant in order to get this 3rd star to clear. So for this one, I did have to completely glow up Wishful so that you can get pretty much towards the end of the main story. I believe it is chapter 8. And I did not have this really leveled up or glowed up. I only had like certain pieces, so that cost a lot. Oh, that was fun to do, but it's okay. I'm eventually gonna need this outfit since, as you can see, I do not have any other 5-star elegant outfit, which is sad. So this is my free-to-play option. You can also use Winds of Purity, but I don't think this will be your best bet. I think for this round, they're really pushing for Wishful Rosa since this is the first miracle outfit. And the game has been out for about 4 months now. So they're probably expecting long-term players to have this outfit already crafted and pretty much leveled up for this round. But if you do have other 5-star elegant outfits that is either from the limited or permanent banner, those will be a better bet for this. And since I do have 1 extra slot, I am using a cardigan for my jacket right here from the Endless Longing. This was from a couple patches ago. It was a free outfit that we can get along with a sketch as long as you did the tassels for it. So as you can see, I have the cardigan right here, and I also have these flowers or bouquet, the eternal blossoms that you can get for completing Mira Crown. You do not have to full star it, you just need to get a 1 star on the last round. And I am not going to do a rundown on my pieces for this round either, since all my pieces are glowed up. So we are moving on to the Rikas. And for the Rikas, this is the best scoring ones, which is the Dream Waltz for the head along with the feet. And we have the Ray Plume for the hands. They are all level 10, since the Dream Waltz hands does not have a good score against the Ray Plumes. 14,355. So it's a 200 point difference. I am at 14,521. As you can see, I'm just a little over on the perfect score. Taking a look at my score details, I did not full bar any of my scoring, so if you are a free to play player, it is best to use the Wishfield Rosa outfit if you do not have any of the suits from the permanent banner. But my total score is 98,451. In order to get a perfect clear, you need a total of 95,960. As always, this is my personal gameplay experience for the Pinnacle Contest, so feel free to share your own thoughts and strategies in the comments. If you have any questions, I'm happy to help when I can. I hope you're enjoying the new Reverie season patch so far. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I post Mira Crown videos like this, Let's Plays, and more. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye!